What's up, everybody? It's Jay, and we're back in Lawn Mowing Simulator, and this video is going to be just a little bit different, I think. I'm going to record the video and the sound, but I'm not going to talk while I play, because I am going to record a audio later and try to kind of put it over the gameplay and see how that kind of works out, because I got some stuff to talk to you guys about, and we'll see how that goes. So, without further ado, let's get into the game and hear what I have to talk about. Hey everybody, hope you're enjoying the gameplay. I had a coworker come up to me the other day and ask me why at the end of my videos do I say, be good to yourself, be good to others, and bring happiness into the world. What does it mean? So I had to sit and think about this for a minute to make sure that I could put it into the right words and make it make sense to somebody besides myself. When I had to do that, I realized that maybe I need to put this video out so everybody kind of knows what I'm talking about. But first, a story. I'm recording this today, Wednesday, September 8th. And I had a busy day today. I had to work my second job in the morning. Got home from that and I went to the gym. And coming out of the gym, wasn't really feeling great about myself today. I had some pizza for dinner last night, so felt a little bloated, just not great. Wanted to go for a run today because my boss set me up for a 5K in October, and I don't think I've run 5 meters at all this year. But I just could not find the motivation to do so. Walking out of the gym, I found my motivation. Don't need to say what it was, but I realized that if I wanted what I wanted out of life, whether it be a job, a family, whatever, I couldn't just let things slide. I couldn't let things not happen. So I went home and I went for a run. Ran a 5K. Well, ran/walked a 5K. In the process of doing this, I came across a lady sitting on a bench at a bus stop. She was in gym clothes, leggings and a t-shirt, and she was sweating, and she was just kind of sitting there staring at her phone. And I stopped and I asked if she was okay. Her response was, yeah, I'm just debating whether I'm going to call an Uber to take me home. So I stopped and I talked to her for a little bit, and it turns out that she is trying to get in shape. She was a little bit larger of a woman, and she wanted to be better. She wanted to be better for herself. She wanted to be better for her kids. She wanted to be better for her husband. So she took up running, walking, jogging, whatever, as kind of a exercise. Well, she got halfway through, was tired, was sweaty, her legs hurt, her knees hurt, and she wanted to just call an Uber to come pick her up and take her back to her house, which I don't know where she's at on the journey. It might have been day one, and day one, I'm not going to blame anybody for that. We stopped and we talked for a little bit, and she said something along the lines of, I just wish I could be in better shape like you. And I kind of chuckled and I said, to be honest, this is my first time running in about a year. So I'm not doing so hot myself. And we talked for a few more minutes and she said, I'm going to finish my run. I'm never going to succeed if I quit now. And off we went, different directions. Made me feel great the rest of my run. I was feeling pain in my knees too. When you're running and you're 290 pounds, that's going to happen. Plus I had done a leg day at the gym, so my legs were already kind of shot to begin with. this is what kind of jump started this video today. So at the end of my video, I say 3 things. Be good to yourself, be good to others, and bring happiness into the world. So let's talk about those. First and foremost is be good to yourself. You cannot do the other two if you are not good to yourself. But what does being good to yourself mean? And I know some of you are probably sitting there thinking to yourself, oh, great, he's going to tell us to exercise. He's going to tell us to eat right. He's going to tell us to whatever. And you're not wrong. But I'm not going to do it in a judgmental way. You need to be good to yourself in that you can be proud of who you are at the end of the day. So whatever that means for you, that's what you need to do. For me, it's exercise, it's education, it's healthy eating, and it's mental awareness of all of that, plus my mental health. I have been going through the thick of it in the last week. Just ups and downs, depressive moments. Everybody has depressive moments. It's if you can't get out of those depressive moments is when there seems to be an issue. So what do I suggest for being good to yourself? Well, find stuff that you enjoy doing. Do you like reading books? Then read books. Do you enjoy playing video games? Play video games. Do you enjoy sitting on the TV? Don't sit on the TV. TVs are expensive. But do you like sitting on the sofa and watching TV with your family? Do that. But find something that makes you happy. Something that takes away the stress, even if momentarily, of the rest of your life. Like I said, I go to the gym. I try to go to the gym 3 to 4 times a week. I'm going to try to start running 3 to 4 times a week because that is my happy time. That's where I do a lot of my thinking. That's where I lose a lot of my stress. If you're not good to yourself, who's going to be good for? Let me try that again. If you're not good to yourself, who else is going to be good to you? See, this is my golden rule. Treat yourself how you want others to treat you. I know it's not as easy as it sounds. A lot of you don't know my history. As a child, going through school right up until about my senior year of high school, I was bullied relentlessly. I have hearing loss in one of my ears from a bullying incident. I had a lot of negative thoughts as a kid. Now that I'm an adult, I try to shy people away from that. Man, I know what it did to me as a kid. It was devastating. I would walk home from school and people would throw rocks at me. I had a kid challenge me to a fight just because I was taking karate lessons. I was held down on a bus and covered in makeup. It was not a pleasant experience growing up. So I had to be good to myself. I had to treat myself like I wanted others to treat me. I wish I would have figured that out sooner. I wouldn't be 38 years old and just starting to train for a 5K. If you take nothing away from anything else in this video, please take away that you need to be good to yourself. Recently, I've taken up meal planning, or meal prepping, I should say. I have found a whole bunch of great recipes, of all places, on TikTok. And I'm loving it. filling. It's good food. It tastes good. And I'm starting to see some of this weight that I'm self-conscious about going away. Add in there the gym, which is, again, my happy place. I go in, I put my earbuds in, I hit play on the music, and I disappear for an hour and a half to 2 hours. I come home, I play with my dog. The excitement in his eyes when I walk in the door, whether it's after being gone for work for 13 hours or just taking the garbage can to the curb, makes me feel great about myself. I enjoy playing video games. I have a great group of friends that I've met playing video games. Find your group. Find your happiness. And be good to yourself. Once you've mastered being good to yourself, then you'll have to learn how to be good to others. And that doesn't mean, at the very basic of it, it's just be nice. You never really know what somebody else is going through. My coworkers found out that I am dealing with a medical situation in my family. I know I've mentioned this before in a video, and basically what's happening is my dad was diagnosed with a cancer, and he is fighting for his life right now. It looks like it's a fight that he's going to win, but I'm not going to draw an easy breath on that until he does. I'm 38 years old. My dad has been there every day of my life, but I still have so much to learn from him that I'm not ready to lose him. I tell you this story because the people at work found out about it. Slip of the tongue from a person at work who knew. And I didn't realize anybody at work knew until I was sitting in my office one day and I realized nobody was bothering me, which is abnormal. So I saw somebody walking past, and I looked up, and they just kind of looked away from me, and I'm like, "Come here. Why is everybody leaving me alone? What's going on?" And he told me they heard about my dad, and that they understand the extra stress that I'm under, and why I've been maybe a little crankier than usual. And they just wanted to give me a break. Let me just kind of sit and relax in my office, listen to music, do the work I'm supposed to do without having to deal with the petty little stuff that they might have. That being said, they had no idea what I was going through in my life. You have no idea what the person next to you at the store, walking down the street, driving down the road, is going through in their life. So be nice. Be good to them. One of my favorite things to do is to go to McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, Chick-fil-A, wherever you like to eat. And when I have a little extra cash, I'll buy a couple of $10 gift cards, and I'll carry them with me. I'll keep those on me, and as I'm driving around, if I see a homeless person, I'll talk to them. See, I get interested. I like to know their story, how they got where they are. Some people don't care. I just want to know. And I don't judge. If it was drugs, it's drugs. If it was alcohol, it's alcohol. If it's lost my job and couldn't pay for my house anymore, then it's lost your job and couldn't pay for your house anymore. But ultimately, they're another human being. So I'll strike up a brief conversation with them, and then I'll give them one of the gift cards. I have a friend back home in Chicago who, pre-COVID, would make, I forget what she called them, but basically goodie bags. And there would be A couple pairs of socks, some deodorant, nail trimmers, baby wipes, stuff, just basic human stuff. And they would go around and they would pass out hundreds of these bags around the city of Chicago to the homeless people, just treating them like human beings. There are people out there who could be saved just from a person coming up to them and saying, "Are you doing okay?" Just from a person coming up to them and going, "Let me buy you a bottle of water." If you're in school, I guarantee you can think of somebody in your school that everybody, well, maybe not everybody, but a lot of people joke about. Somebody who's bullied. Somebody who's kind of a loner. That person could be the next suicide victim. And all that could stop that could be somebody sitting down at the table next to them at lunch and going, "Hi, I'm so-and-so. What's your name?" And just striking up a conversation. See, something strange has happened in the last 8 years, 10 years, and some of you may not be old enough to have seen it, but I have. And we, as a nation, as a people, as a world, have lost empathy for other people. When you stop caring about other people, the world becomes a dangerous place. I've dipped into the online dating pool briefly. I've deleted all my profiles because it's a gross place to be right now in my eyes. The amount of dating profiles that would say something like, "If you got vaccinated, don't bother reaching out to me. If you haven't gotten vaccinated, don't bother talking to me. If you support Trump, don't talk to me. If you don't support Trump, don't talk to me." People are making snap decisions on whether they want to know you before they even know you. What kind of world is that? When you only associate with people who have the same beliefs as you, the same ideals as you, the same thoughts as you, you don't grow. I took a course in college called critical thinking. And what it does is it teaches you how to sit and have a conversation and look at an argument from the other point of view. Doesn't mean you have to agree with it. Doesn't mean you have to change your mind. It just means that you can see the other side of the story. That class was invaluable to me. I still have the books. I still reread them to this day. Because it helps me be good to other people. It helps me treat other people like human beings, and it helps me see people as just that. People. Because at the end of the day, we are only human. And humans err. The last part of all this is bring happiness into the world. There's no real reason. Let me rephrase that. There's no real good way for me to tell you how to do that. For me, I like to think that my YouTube videos my humor, my personality come through and make people laugh. Maybe take that couple minutes, 30 minutes, 20 minutes, some of my videos are 10 minutes, and just remove them from whatever's going on in their life at the time. Brings them a little bit of happiness. I don't know why more people don't do this. It's not expensive. It's not embarrassing. Happiness is going to be what saves us. Positivity is going to be what saves us as a people. Hate is a dangerous thing. Hate only brings more hate. And hate turns into evil. Y'all, I don't really know what else to say on this. I hope I did a good enough job explaining this to you guys. But please, think about what I've said here. Think about ways that you can bring happiness into the world. Look at the people around you differently. Instead of looking them as other people, other beings, look at them as other personalities, as people that are going through something that you don't know about. Because I guarantee they're going through it. I'm a huge proponent of therapy. I don't think therapy makes you weak. In fact, I think therapy makes you stronger. I honestly believe that everybody has something that they need to work on. Therapy doesn't mean you're crazy. Therapy just means that you have something that you need to work through. And a good therapist will help you weave yourself through, figure out why you feel the way you feel, why you don't feel the way you don't feel, and get you on that right road to positive thinking. Yes, there are more severe cases. Yes, there are going to be cases that need to be upgraded to a psychologist level. Maybe medicine. Treatments. But I think everybody should be going through therapy. I'm going to leave you with one final point. Just kind of think about how different the world would be if we treated everybody positively. It's a strange phenomenon to me. You'll see it every now and then in the news where somebody will kill another person and their family will go, I forgive them. That blows my mind. That family lost a member of their family. A son, a daughter, a mother, a father, an uncle, whatever. And they were able to stand there and go, you are going to get what's coming to you, but I want you to know that I forgive you for what you've done. Some people call that weakness. I find the strength in it. It's interesting. Well, that's all I've got for you on this one. Sorry it's a little long-winded. But it is what it is. This video is going to come out on Thursday the 9th. I just didn't have time to record it in time for Wednesday release. So I'll get it out tomorrow. And yeah, I'll try to get back on my schedule again on Monday, Wednesday, Friday uploads. And we'll see where we go from there. Until then, this is Jay saying, as always, be good to yourselves, be good to others, and bring happiness into the world. Take care, everyone.